are here live at TEDx Beacon Street, and I'm sitting down with Cameron Mastoras. He's a junior at Newton North High here in Massachusetts, and the head of mechanical engineering for the robotics team, specifically the Liger bots, right? Is that what's on your shirt there?
Yep.
So tell me a little bit about your talk. You were talking about project-based learning.
Yeah. So basically, my talk is about how we need to change our education system to use more experience-based learning rather than lecturing, because from my experience, I've seen that many students don't really feel passionate about school.
Yeah, and you were one of those students, right? But then you
Yeah,
found the robotics team.
exactly. So through my experience on the robotics team, where I was like shown practical applications for many of the things that I was learning in school, that kind of showed me that this learning by experience thing could be maybe expanded to actual school.
I agree completely. I think a lot of kids are sitting there with textbooks, and it's too hard to really see where that's going to be applied in the future. And what you found out was that it doesn't need to be applied in the future. Be applied right now.
Exactly, right? I feel like there's this common thing that adults say to kids. They tell them to like go follow your dreams, right? But a lot of times, like that stuff looks so far off to kids, in the same way that like the uses for the stuff they're learning in school does. That these kids that are in school don't really see a point to their education. They just go because their parents make. That's kind of sad because people should love school.
Yeah. Uh, so the Liger bots. This is your robotics team.
Yeah.
Uh, Tell me what's the coolest robot that you've made?
Um, Undoubtedly, the robot that I just had up on stage was the coolest one that we've ever made, and it was one of the best performing robots competitions we've ever made as well.
Well, what is it? What does it do?
So it can drives around, it has tank treads to cross obstacles. It shoots boulders into the tower, which was one of the challenges in last year's game. And it can also play good defense against other robots trying to shoot in our towers.
Cool. Last thing here. Do you have any advice for someone out there, a student out there? Maybe that they're not even interested in robotics like you were, but they think school's a drag. What would you say to them?
My advice to students that are bored would be to find your thing. I mean, even if you aren't interested in school, almost everyone has a subject that they are good at. And so, one of the ways that you can start trying to find your spark, as I like to call it, is by looking at what you do well in school and then seeing if you can expand that to after school activities or like community outreach and a lot of great programs in the community. I mean, there's a lot here at TEDx Beacon Street as well. So go into the community with an open mind and try a bunch of stuff until you find one thing that really sparks your passion.
Great. Cameron, thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
Cameron Mastoris, you can check out his talk and his wicked cool robot by going to TEDxBeaconStreet.com.